Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Happy Friday to you. It's the weekend, and I'm sitting here. I'm Rob the Mad Hatter talking to my boy, the Dream Player. You ready for tonight or what?
What's good, people?
Yeah,
you got
man.
the Rangers going hard tonight, man. I am ready. I am amped. I'm locked and loaded and about to hopefully embark on getting another check.
Oh, definitely, man. Hey, you know what? We'll discuss that in a few. I mean, kid, it is Game 7. It starts early tonight, and I think it's going to be electric out in the Garden, bro.
Dude, the Garden should be, it should be, you can't ask for a better stage. You can't ask for a bigger game, bigger situation. Game 7. Hey, man, the Rangers, I got to tell you, if they get through this, man, they really look like they got a lot of momentum coming into this next series, as will the winner of the Blackhawk Anaheim Ducks series as well. I mean, it's all opening up for a fantastic Stanley Cup when you break it on down. So, hey, I'm extremely excited. What about you?
Oh, dude, I you know what? I'm just a little nervous about betting the Rangers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just kid, the way the series is going.
I know.
Think about it. I mean, it seems like all the road teams got their number. So
yeah, but I equivalate it to what happened last series, where the Rangers were in the same situation and came back and won Game 6 and then Game 7 at home. So my thing is, you gotta go ham tonight.
I don't know about you and going ham these days, player. I think you need to have your wounds healed from the Clippers yet from that, or what?
Well, you know what? The Clips, my wounds, you know what? My wounds have healed from the Clips because I still say what I said was still valid based on the way that Golden State beat Houston. You understand what I'm saying? With Houston only winning one game. So if Houston was that great of an opponent that they were supposed to be, and beating the Clippers, then it would have went 7 games in Golden State, but it didn't. So, I mean, they were what I thought they were. Just for some reason, the Clippers had a major malfunction, and it started in Game 5. Once they flopped that Game 5, man, which that's the game that they should have won. It just all went downhill. But I am not afraid to go ham again. Listen, you know me. I've lost a bunch of ham bones.
I feel you, man. I feel you. I'm just looking out for you. That's all.
No
you know
doubt.
What I'm saying?
Hey, it goes with the turf player. You know that. I mean, you win and you lose, like we always talk about. And I have lost, like everybody else, I'm sure. I've lost a lot of big plays that I've, thought was going to happen. It just didn't turn out right. I mean, God, countless. Peyton Ball. Come on, dude. Peyton Ball?
Oh, Peyton Ball destroyed you.
How many times Peyton Ball in the big spot murdered me?
He's got to take him regular season. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, man. Peyton Ball in big spots murdered me, So, that's just to name a few. But, I like the Islanders' chances tonight. And the one thing different about this game.
Islanders ain't playing tonight, player. Islanders are
Rangers,
watching.
I'm sorry, the Rangers. The Islanders. The Rangers. I'm glad I'm sorry about that. Yeah, my thing with them is at least, they're home, whereas the Clippers were on the road for their Game 7.
Right, exactly. So, hey, you know what? The Rangers are home, and they are a minus 152 juice with an under-over of 5. Now, a lot of these games have gone over. What do you think about this one? You think it's one of them?
The first few went under, and then the last 3 went over. And then the last game was right at the under to the third period. Then it went bananas.
Yeah, good point. I think this is going to be a stomach ache, man. I don't see the Rangers laying the smackdown at all.
I see a 2-1 Ranger win.
Tampa Biscuit plus 1.5. I don't know if any of you guys are out there looking at that, but it might be something to take a look at. But the only thing is you may get that empty netter and the Rangers win by 2. But Rangers minus 152 right now.
Do you have Tampa Bay in the future?
I have both. I have the Rangers and Tampa Biscuit. The Rangers pay more.
Okay.
So, Rangers pay 18-1, dude. So I'm looking forward to getting that money. And hopefully they can make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt, definitely. Hey, want to send big ups to everybody retweeting the show this morning. We got getting to a check. I like that. Mo, Bud Cheetah, Eddie E, my man Marlon, Cousin Bet, Ben Diaz, Mr. Womack, Razor Ramon, JC Pimpin, LVCC, 5-1, Tip Talker, Jordy Best, Mike Walensky, D, Sirach King J, Face Kicker, Boston Boy, Money Lion Hunter, Yippa82, Mario Martinez, Sport Shark, Alex Washington, Rick Lopez, and my man, the Kid Pix is out there as well. What's going on, people?
Oh, man, we got a lot of people on Twitter this morning. Clown Man Swag is out there. Super Mario wins. I got the Kid Pix telling me that he wants he's sending me glow sticks and stuff like that. The Kid Pix.
I see that.
It's funny. Taking a look at it, we got, let's see, Alex Washington out there saying, good morning to the hashtag SBTVNation. Happy Friday.
Kid Pix wishes that he could raise his arm surgery, and if he lifted his arm up that high, he probably will have to go take a nap.
Yes, definitely, man, definitely. So, we got Game 7 tonight. We got Game 7 tomorrow night with the Anaheim Ducks and the Chicago Blackhawks.
Right.
And we got next Thursday, we got the NBA playoffs starting, the NBA Finals with my boy and the Golden State Warriors.
I'm glad there's a break in between that, because I need that'll help me to get a little bit of this loot and get it involved in the next series. And I got to tell you, man, I was talking to one of my boys last night, and because he's all over Cleveland. He's telling me that Golden State has never seen no defense like Cleveland. I'm like, dude,
oh no,
you mistake the weak East for you mistake a weak East Coast gameplay for good defense. I said, come on, dog. I said, half of them teams in the East that made it to the playoffs wouldn't even have made it to the playoffs in the West.
The Celtics. Let's see, who they go through? They went to the Celtics. They went through the Bulls, and then they went through Atlanta.
Atlanta kind of, when you think about it, Atlanta kind of smoke and mirrored me a little bit. I thought they were a little bit better than that, and personally, but I was actually shocked that Atlanta kind of, I expected Cleveland to win. I just expected Atlanta to win at least a game. I didn't expect them to get swept.
I never expected that one bit, dude.
I didn't expect them to get swept. I really didn't. I thought they would win a game, especially Kyrie injured too. I'm like, come on, they're gonna win a game.
And Kevin Love out.
Well, yeah, but we already knew that.
Yeah.
But Kyrie was the addition, because I didn't even, when they announced that he wasn't playing, everybody was kind of like shook at first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, including us, man. I thought it would go. I thought it would go farther. I really did. I thought they would do at least 6 or 7 games, but that was kind of an embarrassment. But hey, you know what? It's in the rearview mirror for them.
Embarrassment? No, yeah. That was an embarrassment.
Yeah, definitely.
No kinda about that, player.
I know, man. Let's see. All right, let's get a little fabulous pop in here. All right, dude. So speaking of last night, man. So I took the night and chilled, bro.
You didn't play the no score?
I only played the one play. It was a light play, but just for the hell of it, I actually got a really good night's sleep because of it, because I wasn't up stomach aching games all night. The no score first inning with the Cleveland Indians and the Seattle Mariners cashed. So I know a lot of people were on that. One of my boys, I forgot who it was, went ham on it. I was like, I saw his number. I'm like, yo, what the hell are you doing, player? He's like, oh, I loved it.
Don't fall for them
tricks.
Go
easy.
Your boy got caught out. Bored of gambling one afternoon, trying to hit no score first innings, playing a $250 a pop.
Yeah, he was. I think he paid like $300 on it. I was like, yo, relax, dude. He's like, no.
I ran through it, Gino. I was hammering him for $250 a pop, getting agitated, losing. It just kept, okay, I'm going to get it back this one. Go easy with that. Hey, guys, if you played that trend yesterday with, whoever wins the first game loses the second game on the doubleheader, you cash, because the Orioles won the White Sox won the first game and the Orioles won the second game.
Definitely, man. My boy Chris Sale, look at him, right? Figures I didn't bet him. He wanted to go ham.
Son, Chris Sale. I mean, you get these guys, man. You love being a groupie. That's why I don't know if you're gonna really make it as the host of the SBTV Nation, because you're more like the type of guy that will follow us. You might have to. I'm gonna have to go dolo, so you got somebody. So you got somebody to follow.
Yeah. Or get a dream shirt.
You know what I mean? You was like a groupie, son.
Okay, Chris Sale was lights out yesterday, man.
Yeah, he was.
He was 4-2 now with a 3.66 record, and like you said, man, yeah. So the White Sox won the first game, and the Orioles won the second. So, taking a look at it, I mean, there's a lot of the Angels laid the smackdown on the Tigers. That was something that
12-2.
Yeah, man. Taking a look, and the Pirates keep winning as well. So
11-5 beat the Padres that everybody said was going to be dope. Maybe the dope's going to start after the All-Star break.
I would hope so, man. With all that money they spent over there, and here's now I feel like kicking something. Seeing the Stanks lose to the A's.
I know.
Are you kidding me with this? CC Sabathia 2-7 now, dude.
But CC's dusty, man. I told you guys at the beginning of this season that I thought CC was a wrap, and I even said yesterday that he's, going out there, trying to do his thing to get his money's worth for his contract. But I believe that CC, is done. They might want to think about, I don't know, moving him to, I don't know why the pitchers. I've noticed a couple of pitchers been able to move to the bullpen, even in closing positions. Smoltz is a guy I could think of off the top of my head. I forget the dude who was dope. Was it? I think he was a Red Sox. Didn't he go to be the closer and was like off the chain as a closer? I forget who he was. I know they did that with a couple of the Braves pitchers. I want to say, man, I don't know. I'm sorry. My memory's, because it's baseball, so my memory's dusty with baseball. And you know how I butcher their names anyway. But quite a few pitchers have moved from a starting pitcher's role into the bullpen and or into the closing position and been a bit successful. I mean, I don't know why that's not done more with these guys. It would seem to me that, some of the dudes that were awesome, who are losing it, like a Sabathia, maybe even a Lincecum. It might be early to call Lincecum, but I'm saying, wouldn't it be dope, I would think just their presence alone coming out the bullpen would garner, a little bit more attention from the batter.
Yeah, good point. Almost like putting A-Rod in a pinch hit position.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Switching it up a little bit. Yeah.
All of a sudden, here comes Lincecum running out as a setup man in the bottom of the eighth. You know what I mean? Now the batters are like, what's this? I thought this dude was a rat. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, you guys know it better than me. I'm not big into the baseball, man. I wouldn't be afraid of not nobody in baseball anyway.
Right, exactly. So, hey, we'll keep it moving from there. And let's see. Alex Washington said it was Jonathan Papelbon.
Papelbon.
That's who I thought it was. I just didn't want to sound stupid saying his name.
That was the starting pitcher, and they moved him to the bullpen?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm thinking of an old closer. He's just an old dude. I'm thinking of I want to say Eckersley, but it's not him. It's an older cat. It's like this dude's older than that.
I don't know, man. Well, anyway, let's keep it moving from there. So, you and I are taking the Rangers.
Oh, hell, dude, I already got the Rangers. I already got them.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been, like I said, I'm hoping that they win as well, but I just can't take Tampa Bay.
Son, yeah, no doubt. You can't. So just kill it with that, because I feel you trying to do it.
I'm gonna let the puck drop first and see how the Rangers come out. And then jump in live. I just don't know. I mean, I think it's going to be electric, and I think they'll win the game, but I don't know. You and I will talk about it later on, guys. I'm not really – there's a couple of baseball games I'm really feeling today. So, yeah, so I may just kind of watch that a little bit and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, we'll keep it moving from there. But let me just switch this up, and let's get into the diamond and see what we got popping, kid, because – the diamond is rocking and rolling, especially after the little card that we had yesterday. Now, we've got a big card. So, let's see what we've got. First game we've got on the ticket is a day game. We've got the K-Sizzle Royals coming into the Chicago Cubs. K-Sizzle has Edison Volquez on the mound. Chicago has Jake Arrieta. I do not have a line here yet. Let me check out Sports Bettors TV.
I got the lines up.
What you got?
Let's see. Damn, it should be moving. There we go. K-Sizzle is plus 127.
Wow.
The Cubbies are minus 135. What's up with that? What's up with that?
What's up with it is K-Sizzle's been kind of dusty lately. I don't know what the hell there is going on with them. But, I mean, you take a look at that lineup. That lineup is dope. You know what I mean? So they should be hitting the ball. I mean, you got, Escobar there. You've got Kane. You've got Hosmer. I mean, they're really good. I mean, their lineup is strong. I think they could beat the Cubs, but I'm not putting my stamp on that. Just taking a look at this. Let's take a look at some trends and see if we can find any kind of information that would sway us another way here. We don't have a total yet, guys. As you know, the wind changes in Wrigley Field. The totals get posted pretty slow. Hopefully the total comes out at like 12. And we'll pound it. But Volquez, let's see, 4-2 with a 2.9 ERA, and Arrieta 2.95 with a 4-4 record. K-Sizzle is superior in most categories, man. I mean, runs for, runs against, runs differential. $100 better. You make $100 better on K-Sizzle every single game. You had to bet 46 games, but you're up $906. They're superior in team ERA, offensive hits, and defensive strikeouts. K-Sizzle, bro, 1-4 straight up in the last 5. Ouch. Where the Cubbies are 2-4 straight up in the last 6 just because they had to play the Nasties. Both teams want to win here bad. And kind of end this little skid that they got going on. I say you fall back from this, guys. I don't like this game. What do you think?
No, I'm
Nothing,
good.
Right?
No, I'm good.
All
Dude, I ain't having no controversy other than the Rangers tonight. That's my only stomach ache tonight, player.
All right, sounds good. Next one I got on the ticket, I got Tampa Biscuit at the Baltimore Orioles. Tampa Biscuit has Nate Carnes on the mound. Baltimore has Miguel Gonzalez. Baltimore minus 122 with an under-over of 8. We got an AL East matchup, and you know how I feel about those.
I do. The Baltimore Orioles are 22-24. What's that? That is 16-11 at home. 16-11 at home. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, but that was going back to the beginning of the year. They're really bad, like lately.
Okay, got you. Gonzalez is 5-3 with a 3.83 ERA, and Carnes is 3-2 with a 3.71 ERA for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's 24-24, 11-10 on the road.
All right, man. I mean, this is a classic AL East matchup. Taking a look at, and we're going to talk about the AL East. I think I'm going to talk about it when Dan comes on. I want to kind of get an idea of who he thinks is going to come out of there. It just seems like it's up for grabs. Right? I don't see the Red Sox winning it, but I mean, Tampa Biscuit is 0-5 straight up in the last 5. I mean, just when they peaked in the first place, they want to go and do that,
Right.
Baltimore is 4-2 straight up in the last 6 at home. Okay, I guess I was wrong there. I guess I was going back to last week when they were like, I don't know, man. They were like 1-6 or something at home. But looking at this, guys, the Rays lead the league in walks at 3.6 per game. So when you look at that, that might be something to fall back from as far as no-score first innings with them. And they've got the best hits allowed in the league at 8.1 per game. So that's a couple of bright spots for them. But, this game here, Tampa Bay's road ERA, they're number 1 in the league as well. I'm surprised they're 0-5. I really thought that they would do better than this.
Dude, it's a long season, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're already 48 games in, man. That's like 27% of the season is already done. You know what I mean? I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but before you know it, it's going to be the All-Star break. You know what I mean? So you got to keep that.
I don't think they start paying attention till then, to be honest with you.
You think after the All-Star break is when they start?
That's when I think they start, like they dig in. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, guys, it's time to get busy. Let's do it now.
I feel you. All right, so I do not have an opinion on this game, guys. I don't like it. I think Tampa Biscuit's got to be hungry for a win. And Baltimore, Baltimore's not an offensive or defensive juggernaut by any means. And these teams play each other quite a bit, so they know each other pretty well, and I'm going to have to fall back from it. Next one we got on the ticket, we get the Colorado Rockies coming into the Philadelphia Phillies. Colorado has Chad Bettis on the line. Philadelphia has Cole Hamels. Philadelphia minus 170 with an under-over of 7. What you got there?
All right, we got my man Cole Hamels is 5-3 with a 3.98 ERA. So he's actually been, that's pretty decent considering he's playing for the Phillies, bro. They're 19-30 overall. They are 12-10 at home. The Rockies are atrocious. 19-26, 11-13 on the road. Bettis. He plays like Jerome Bettis, and he is 1-0 with a 4.19 ERA. You know what I love is, remember the Rockies jumped out and won like their first 4 games. We were all like, "Yo, the Rockies are dope."
Oh yeah, right.
They're gonna be dope this year. Somebody was hitting me with that.
Ain't happening.
Guess it's not going down.
Well, the Rockies, believe it or not, are 4-1 straight up in the last 5.
Nobody's giving me this Red Sox pitcher. I can't believe nobody's giving me the Red Sox closer. It's not Gagne. Trust me, I'll never forget Eric Gagne. He's the guy that cost me $20,000. So I will never forget him.
Oh, with that at the end of the game there, huh?
That was at the end of the game when he threw the whole. I remember that I did that crazy parlay for like $100, paid $20,000 in the last game. He threw a home run, walk-off home run, and the other team won the game.
Oh. Son, I remember that. Imagine if we had the show then. You would have been hedging for days. You would have put 10 G's on him.
Dude, I don't think back then you couldn't even do that. You couldn't do live gambling back then.
Well, you could bet the other side, though, in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you could have bet the other side, but that wasn't even – I had already put the parlay was already in because it was the same day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
So, no, you still could have – I still could have bet that last – no, I still could have did it. You're right. You could have bet
the other side at the beginning of the game, bro.
Yeah, I could have bet the other side before the game started.
All right, so taking a look at this, guys, I know a lot of you are going to probably be saying that Philadelphia has no business giving 170, and I kind of agree. However, I like the way Cole Hamels is pitching. I like Philadelphia at home in this spot. I think they are a better team than the Colorado Rockies. And I think Philadelphia gets the job done. But we're not going to take Philadelphia on their own. We're gonna put them with somebody. So that's what I'm on right now. I'm doing a parlay. I'm doing a 2-team MLB parlay special. Your boy, the Mad Hatter. And I am taking the Philadelphia Phillies, and I'm going to pair them with one more team, which is my next game. But going into this real quick, if you guys are interested in total trends, the total is going over in 6 of the last Colorado 8 games. But Colorado is 8-17 straight up in the last 25. And the total is going under in 4 of the last 5 Philadelphia games at home. But Philadelphia has their number, 4-1 straight up in the last 5 when playing at home versus Colorado. So I think your boy is going to take the Philadelphia Phillies. I gotta check out the rosters and see if anybody's sitting or whatnot. But for the most part, that's my early lean, and I'm looking at the next game here. The next game is the Miami Marlins coming into the New York Mets. The Miami Marlins have Dan Herron on the mound. The New York Mets have Mr. Matt Harvey. New York Mets minus 170 with an under-over of 6.5. What you got there?
Mets are 27-21 all around. They are 20-6 at home. Harvey's 5-2 with a 2.91 ERA. 2.91 ERA Harvey has, which is outstanding. Herron is 4-2 for the Marlins, and he is 3.09 ERA. 18-30 all around the Marlins are with an 8-15 record on the road.
All right, well, Matt Harvey looks like a Cy Young winner this year so far. Taking a look at this, the Mets are superior in most every statistical category I can find, except for, believe it or not, offensive hits. The Marlins, guys, listen to this. 2-11 straight up in the last 13 games. 1-6 straight up in the last 7 on the road. And the Mets are 4-1 straight up in the last 5 at home. The Mets have their ace on the mound, Mr. Matt Harvey. You know what? I just worry about their bullpen a little bit, but for the most part, I am going to go, and I'm going to take the New York Mets. I'm going to pair them with the Philadelphia Phillies, and that is my parlay of the day. That's the one I'm doing, brother. So if one of them becomes a stomach ache and the other one looks like it's good, then, we could probably maybe do a little hedge, maybe a little back up the play. I don't know. We'll figure it out later, guys, but that's what I'm looking at, and I believe if you put those two odds together, you're probably at like a plus 160 on the play. So a $500 better would make $800 on that play, bro.
No doubt. And it is Dennis Eckersley, guys. I just looked it up. I just punched his name in. It's Eckersley. Eckersley was a starter for the Red Sox, and they switched him to a closer, and he was an incredible closer at the end of his career.
All right, got you, man. So, what do you think about Philadelphia Phillies and New York Mets parlay, kid?
I love the Mets. The Phillies, I can't mess with the Phillies. But you got luck with them, and the Rockies stink. So do your thing. I love the Mets, though. I told you, I love the Mets whenever you're home. Whenever you got Harvey on the mound, I don't think you can go wrong. The Mets got an excellent home record. I said they're 20-6. Harvey's dope. Like you said, he's possibly in the conversation for Cy Young this year as well. Marlins don't scare you at all, especially on the road. And so that looks great. The Phillies game, listen, I don't know who the Phillies are anymore. I don't know, who they got on the. I don't know who hits the ball for them. Does Jimmy Rollins still play for them?
Yeah, taking a look at.
I don't even know who plays for them anymore.
I'm taking a look at. Sorry, dude. I'm doing some music stuff here. So
you know what I'm saying? They used to have the first baseman. I can't remember his name either. I'm doing awful with names today. I don't know what's wrong with me. My memory. But they had the guy who used to swing. He used to strike out. He used to hit like 40 home runs, but have like 400 strikeouts. I forgot his name as well. I don't know. All I know is I thought the Phillies stunk. So
they do. They do, but okay. I think today they'll get the job done. I really
said they do.
I think they'll get the job
But the Rockies stink more. I got you.
You know what I mean? So we'll keep it moving from there. But sorry, man, I'm doing 100 things over here, kid. I got all these tweets going, guys. I apologize, and I got to get like one computer that just does everything. I'm doing like multiple devices here. You know what I mean? So
you know what you need is you got to do it like I did. You got to have you need the iPad. I got my computer in one, and then I got the iPad on the other, and I'm able to navigate everything through the iPad without touch. Because once you start touching that computer, it starts messing with the feed.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So look at all these people on Twitter, man. My God. I'm like scrolling up. I'm like, oh, look at all these notifications, man. Papa Bear is on there. G Rose is on there. Booze and Bets. Tommy King. Swickhat Sides. What's up? Total Sports Edge. Yodo. That is a good one. Love that.
Yes, it is. The Jonas Brothers one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, let's scroll over to the next one here, guys. So that's the one I'm looking at, and my boy Doc is...
I love the chick in the background look thick, too.
It looks like one of your interns if you ran for politics player or what? Oh, man,
yeah, I would say FB Howard. Yeah, Dwight Howard. Right. They still got Howard. Okay. I call him Dwight. Oh, my God. Ryan Howard.
Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Washington.
Is he still striking out all the time, y'all?
We got the Washington Nasties coming into the Cincinnati Reds. Washington has Mr. Strasburg on the mound. Cincinnati has Dave Scaffiani, I'm sorry. Washington minus 125 with an under-over of 8. What you got there?
Well, I'm looking for it right now. There it is. Scaffiani's 2-4 with a 3.48, a 4.6 ERA. Strasburg is 3-6 with a 6.50 ERA. Strasburg's actually been terrible.
I know. I was looking at that last night, man. I was doing a little bit of homework last night. I was like, whoa. He's
been terrible. Is he injured?
No. Just
you know how baseball is. When you're terrible, they say you got an injury.
Little Manny Pacquiao stuff going on.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they say you got an injury. You know what? I love seeing the basketball and the baseball guys like go down and get hurt like off the most like booty contact. You watch these guys, right, with this, I know my man got hit the other day pretty nice when Klay Thompson did get knee to the head.
Oh, yeah, he was bleeding out of his ear, dude.
Bleeding out of his ear, I know, I saw that. But put these cats on the football field and get popped with one of them. Sugar Ray hitting you when you coming across the middle.
Oh, my God.
Dude, they be done.
Yes, I know, exactly.
Done. But anyway, Strasburg is 3-5 with a 6.550 ERA. The Nationals are 28-19, 14-12 away. The Reds are 19-27, 10-11 at home. The Scaffiani is 2-4 with a 3.46 ERA.
All right. So taking a look at this, guys, I mean, you kind of are expecting Strasburg at some point to, get the job done here and do his thing. But I already like those 2 games. You know what I'm saying? For me to add another one here. I mean, Strasburg, let's see. In the last outing versus Cincy, let's see. He's led up the last 3 outings versus Cincy, 2 runs, 6 runs, and 3 runs. He had a no decision, a loss, and a win. Cincinnati has just been absolutely horrific, dude. 1-10 straight up in the last 11. My
Rick
God.
Lopez, she's one of my favorites, by the way. I already have her.
Guys, if you don't know what we're talking about, if you don't know we're on Twitter, we have our fans and our friends from the SBTV Nation send us the most beautiful photos in the mornings, man. All kinds of...
I am dying to see the face on that one, Rick. If you got the face on her... Actually, I really don't even care about her face.
Wow.
But
anyway,
she is one of my. I got a picture of her too, but she's near a some kind of car, and she is incredible.
Is that the one on the grill?
No, that's not her.
That's not the one on the grill. Oh,
no,
okay. The one
no,
that's cooking the steaks is the bomb.
No, that's the other chick. That's the cute. No, this chick. The other chick's Cuban that we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
Look how easy we get off topic. This is why. This is why we ever get big time and it just be all dudes at the SBTV office. Otherwise, I would never be on the air. It'd be like, yo, Dream, could you come read the scores for us? Could you give us your play? I'd be like, no, I just tweeted it. I'm busy.
Wow. Anyway, guys, listen, we love you. That's Yodo, that's Papa Smurf, that's Rick Lopez. I mean, listen, you guys know who you are, man. Thank you for sending all those beautiful photos every day that put a smile on our face, ear to ear, man. So, taking a look at this. So, my boy Tommy King is on the Washington Nasties today. I tend to agree with you on this. I just don't like the spot when a team is this bad, being the Reds. Being that hungry for a win. I mean, good luck to you. I hope you cash, and you probably will. The Nasties are 9-2 straight up in the last 11 games, brother. Total's going under in 6 of the last 7 Washington games and 4 of the last 5 on the road. And the total has gone under in 4 of the last 5 Cincy games when playing Washington. So, what is the total on this here? Total is 8. Might be something to take a look at. Maybe a little total action. Tommy, what do you think about the total in that game? Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Boston Red Sox coming into the Texas Rangers. How about the Rangers all of a sudden want to go in and beat up on the Stanks and then get smoke showed? Unbelievable, huh? It only could be baseball, man. Boston Red Sox got Stephen Wright on the mound. Texas has Gallardo. Texas minus 120 with an under-over of 9. What you got there?
Wright is 2-1 with a 3.68 ERA. The Red Sox are 22-26, 12-14 on the road. Gallardo is 4-6 with a 4.13 ERA. Rangers are 23-25 and they're 6-14 at home.
You know something? You would think that the Rangers get the job done here, guys. But they are who we thought they were. Quote Mr. Denny Green there. I am going to fall back from that. I mean, the Texas Rangers are superior in most categories here. And taking a look at, Gallardo is, like you said, man, 4-6 and 4.13 ERA. Boston 3-6 straight up in the last 9 games, where Texas is 7-2 straight up in the last 9. But Texas 1-4 in the last 5 at home. So it seems like they want to play on the road and be dusty at home. You said their home. What was their total home record?
The Red Sox?
No, the Rangers.
6-14.
Ouch. They obviously don't want to be there. Must have some nagging wives at home. My God.
And what's going on with the weather in Texas?
Right now it is 70 and
71.
cloudy. Yeah.
Okay.
4-mile-an-hour winds. Don't know what it's going to be at game time, guys, but we'll keep a close look at that. Guys, how's everything going out in Houston with all the flooding and stuff? Are you guys all right out there? We definitely like to know. Like I said, the thoughts and prayers are with the friends and families out there of all the missing people and people that passed away. Feel really bad, man. Next one I got on a ticket is the Chicago White Sox coming into the Houston Astros. And, I haven't been paying the Houston Astros much attention. I mean, they are in the AL West. I did say yesterday I thought the Angels would come out of that. I still think the Angels are going to come out there. I mean, the Houston team, they are pesky. They're almost like almost like a small ball team like K-Sizzle was last year. You got Dallas Keuchel there on the mound, obviously, doing his thing. Chicago White Sox today have Carlos Rodon. Houston has Lance McCullers. Houston minus 150 with an under-over of 8.5. What you got there, brother?
Rodon is 1-0 with a 4.03 ERA. We got the White Sox. They are 21-25 overall, 9-15 on the road. Astros are 30-18, 15-10 at home, which is really pretty good. I told you that this Astro team is much improved. I've already hit with them a couple times this season. I like what they're doing, man. I like what they're doing out there. They seem like compared to years, the Astros have sucked in years past. So
they got the lowest. They got the lowest payroll on anybody, I think.
That's what I'm saying, man. They're getting it done right now, and hey, big ups to them for what they got going on because they're being successful this year.
I know. Imagine if they get another ace. They can make a trade and get another ace. I think they'd be really good, but
maybe that's why they're good because they don't got an ace.
Well, besides Keuchel. Besides Keuchel, that's it.
Yeah, but Keuchel don't really know. He's like just finding out like he's an ace, kind of. You know what I mean? Like he ain't really aced it up yet. Because the ace comes in and is probably a headache. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I only want so-and-so catching for me. I only want, this. I want my uniform pressed. I want to hang it in the closet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Some of these cats with these egos, man, are coming in there and they got all kinds of demands. Because I remember here we go with my names again. The Yankees had a dude that was dope. I can't remember his name. He was kind of crazy. And he wanted I think he had his own plane or something.
No clue about that, man.
I cannot remember that guy's name. Kevin Brown. Kevin Brown.
Okay.
Kevin Brown, I know you don't even know who he is, but Kevin Brown was one of their pitchers. He was an ace. He used to I want to say he played with the Dodgers before, got traded to the Yankees when he was really dope and was demanding to have a plane because he wanted to fly back and forth through somewhere. Kevin Brown, he was crazy.
I got the nation going crazy with the photos and that whole package today. Guys, man, you know what? You know what? Not only does the nation help us out with our plays, but, they help us out on other levels as well. So thank you. Thank you very much for that. That's all I got to say about that. All right, so next game we've got on a ticket here is... So I'm not taking the Texas Rangers. And looking at the Houston Astros here, Houston with Lance McCullers on the mound. Houston is superior in pretty much everything. And I got to be honest with you, they're 10-5 straight up in the last 15 games and 7-1 in the last 8 games at home. The White Sox bats do not scare you at all. They're averaging less than 4 runs a game. They're under 500, 4 games under 500, where Houston is 12 games over 500. White Sox 3-8 straight up in the last 11 games. My man Tommy's telling me that he's feeling Houston as well. It's probably a good spot for them, dude. I just haven't seen enough of Lance McCullers to know. You know what I mean? So,
he's only pitched one game.
Yeah, I haven't seen enough of him yet. I haven't seen enough of him yet, so I'm going to fall back from that. Good luck with that, though. I mean, I think you may get enough runs there to make it happen, but I like my 2-team parlay going on there. Next game we got on the ticket, we got the Toronto. This should be a really good matchup, man. And I'm saying these two teams, you guys think I'm crazy, but I like watching both of these teams this year. Toronto Blue Jays at the Minnesota Twins. Toronto has Burley on the mound. Minnesota has Trevor May. Minnesota minus 115 with an under-over of 9. What you got there?
Burley's 5-4 with a 5.13 ERA. May is 3-3 with a 4.95 ERA. The Blue Jays are 22-27 all around, 8-15 on the road. The Twins are 28-18, 17-6 at home.
So the Blue Jays are still number one offensively in all of MLB, scoring 5.2 runs a game. But here's why they're under 500, guys, and we say this all the time. The Blue Jays have allowed the third most runs in the league at 4.7 runs per game. So you want to talk about overs, kid? Overs for days with them. Minnesota is 5-0 straight up in the last 5, 7-1 straight up in the last 8 at home. Very interesting. You know what? That is a game, that is a coin flip game to say the least, in my opinion, personally. Burley's 5.14 runs a game in his ERA, man. My God. This could be an over game, guys. It's 9, though. The books have definitely caught up with these totals. Because those used to be like 8s, 8.5s. Now they're 9. Every time Toronto's out, it seems like every time Toronto's out there, it's a 9 now. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. Maybe we'll look at the total later on, guys, and go from there. Seems like there's a lot of good games to get involved in today. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Arizona D-backs coming into the Milwaukee Brewers. Arizona has De La Rosa on the mound. Milwaukee has Jimmy Nelson. Milwaukee minus 132. How about the Brewers giving minus 132 juice, kid?
I know.
With an 8.5 ERA. What you got there?
You got De La Rosa. He is 4-2 with a 4.27 ERA. The Diamondbacks are 21-25, 10-12 on the road. The Brewers are 16-32, 8-18 at home. Nelson, that's Jordy Nelson for the Brewers, are 2-5 with a 3.67 ERA.
Oh, let's take a look at some trends we got to report here. All right, so the weather out there, we don't have any issues. It's 67 right now, mostly cloudy. Well, we'll see as closer to game time. Arizona, believe it or not, is putting up a lot of runs per game, guys. 4.63. I know a lot of that is at home. I get it. But Arizona's 1-4 straight up in the last 5, where Milwaukee's 0-5 straight up in the last 5. And 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games at home. And it seems like Arizona has their number in Milwaukee, being 5-1 straight up in the last 6 when playing on the road against Milwaukee. Guys, you got 2 teams here that are struggling, that are probably dying for wins. I can't recommend you even look at this game. This is probably the nastiest game on the board today. Fall back. Don't get involved in that, guys. Do not put your money there. But if you want to, hey, best of luck to you. Next one we got on the ticket here, we got the L.A. Dodgers coming into the St. Lucia Cardinals. Now this...
I'm thinking the Rockies Phillies is the nastiest game on the board. I love it because you're all over.
I'm on the nasty game today.
Nastiest game on the board definitely goes to the Rockies Phillies. I'm sorry, player.
when it wins, we'll have that conversation.
Hey, no doubt. But guys, my recommendation is the New York Rangers.
All right. So this is a potential playoffs matchup here with the LA Dodgers and the St. Lucia Cardinals, and I think both of these teams are going to win their divisions, and I think you're going to get the Giants in a wild card, and not quite sure the second NL team. You know, you got the Cubbies laying around, you got the Mets laying around. You know, we got to look at that. But St. Lucia minus 115 with an under-over of 7. LA's got Bolsinger on the mound. St. Lucia has John Lackey. And what you got there, brother?
A potential playoff game. But you guys, if you want to take an actual playoff game, just take the Rangers tonight. As this is a potential game, but there's still 140-something games left to play still. Bolsinger is 3-0 with a 0.71 ERA. The Dodgers are 28-18, 7-11 on the road. Lackey's 2-3 with a 3.18 ERA. The Cardinals are 31-16, 18-5 at home. I cannot find any reason to bet against the Cardinals at any time, but especially when they're at home. So it's, as far as I'm concerned, you either take the Cardinals or you don't play.
All right, and my man Yodo's telling me about the retractable roof at the Brewers, so we never got to worry about weather over there. And my man Must Seller Sports Picks is hitting me up and saying he's liking the Diamondbacks. Ouch, brother. No, I don't like that game at all. I like the other nasty game on the board. All right. Hey, Yodo's birthday is July 6th. He says go out and see him and go to a Brewers game, Dream.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait to fly into Wisconsin to go to a Brewers game, Yodo. Something I'm dying to do, player.
Make sure you bring your Xbox with you. All right, so taking a look at this St. Lucia game. I mean, guys, both of these teams are been playing lights out, man. The Dodgers 4-2 straight up in the last 6. St. Lucia 4-1 in the last 5. St. Lucia is probably the best home team there is. 18-4 straight up in the last 22 games at home. The total's gone under in a lot of the Dodger games recently. 7 out of the last 10, man. And the total's going under in 5 of the last 7 St. Lucia games as well.
Yo, we had trouble getting the Nation to Las Vegas. Imagine trying to get the Nation to Wisconsin for Yodo probably wouldn't show up his damn self. Be like, oh, guess what? They're having a beer tasting down the road from me, so I'm not going to be able to make it to the game.
Oh, my God. Bolsinger, man. You see his record there? 3-0.
I see it.
Wow.
I know. And what's his name's got look at his ERA.
I see.
0.71.
I see that, man.
Kind of leaning no score first inning?
I would, but both of these teams are scoring over 4 runs a game. 4.54 for
they don't got to score them in the first inning, no?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? You might want to take a look at what their average is in the first inning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
LA Dodgers 4.54 and St. Lucia 4.30. So those are like your boy Mike likes to say, prolific offenses. Fat Mike, you love him. Let's see. The Detroit Tigers coming in. I have no opinion on that game, guys. I think that's more of a coin flip. I mean, if you had to put a gun to my head, I'd say, just based on St. Lucia's record at home. But nah, not my opinion there. No opinion. Detroit Tigers coming into the LA Angels, who laideth the smacketh down on them last night. Detroit has Anibal Sanchez. LA has Hector Santiago. Both teams pretty much even money all across the board with an under-over of 8. What you got?
Santiago is 3-3 with a 2.47 ERA. The Angels are 24-24. They are 12-11 at home. The Tigers are 28-21. They are 14-9 on the road. Sanchez is 3-5 with a 6. Yes, 6.12 ERA.
Damn. Looking at that, that's a really, really tough call for me right there. I mean, it's even money. The problem is, I know Detroit's scoring over 4 runs a game. I get it. But I have not seen the bats there do any damage lately, man. I mean, let me look at the game logs. Unless I'm not really paying attention, unless I'm betting them. But, I mean, in the last couple of outings here, man, I mean, they scored 2 runs, 3 runs, 1 run, 0 runs, 8 runs, okay, versus Houston. 2 runs, 2 runs. So, I mean, what's their average in the last, let's see, you got 12, 14 runs in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're averaging 2 runs a game, dude. You're not going to win no championships averaging 2 runs a game, guys, in the last 7 games. You know what I'm saying? So, if Anibal Sanchez wasn't so bad with his ERA, that, my friend, would be a no-score first inning attempt. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to fall back from that.
Yeah.
I mean, but Sanchez with an over 6 ERA, you can't mess with that. Here's a game that's going to piss me off because it'll probably go the way that I think it's going to go. The New York Stanks are coming into the Oakland A's. The New York Stanks have Capuano on the mound.
Well, look at him.
Yeah, I know. He's great. He's terrible. I know. Oakland has Sonny Gray. Oakland minus 150 with an under-over of 7. I love the Oakland A's being as terrible as they are, giving minus 150 juice. What you got there, man?
Guys, obviously, if you're going to play a New York team today, play the Rangers, okay? But you know what? I think that 150, honestly, this looks like a sucker bet. I mean, I know Capuano has been awful. 0-2, 7.36 ERA, horrible. I hear you. All right. Yankees are 25-23. They're 13-13 on the road. But the A's, they don't scare anybody, and really, like you like to say, have no business giving that kind of juice. Look, 18-32. All right. I know. 7-16 at home. Sonny Gray's 5-2 with Sonny Gray's kind of been dope though. 1.77 ERA, so I don't know.
I mean, if you look at the Stanks lineup.
Yep. With all the old steroids guys.
Gardner, Headley, Rodriguez, Teixeira, McCann, Beltran. I mean, they're in any game. You know what I'm saying? So, yep. I don't know.
For you guys that like dogs and you like making the plus money, maybe it's worth the shot throwing it on there. I say just play the Ranger game, though.
Yes. All right, so scrolling to the next one. I have no opinion on that. Like you said, man, I don't think the Oakland A's have any business whatsoever giving that kind of juice. You know what I'm saying? But because they can't score, man.
I hear you.
They can't score. If anything, Capuano stinks.
Yeah.
7.37 ERA, but it took them a couple of innings to give up a run in the last outing, man. So maybe that is your no-score first inning.
No?
Yeah, not with the Yankees lineup. You can't do it. No, never mind. For guys, you know what? If I recorded the show, I would take that. I would take that part out. But anyway, next game we got on the ticket, we got the Cleveland Indians coming into the Seattle Mariners. Cleveland has Trevor Bauer on the mound. Seattle has Tawan Walker on the mound. Seattle minus 115 with an under over 7.5. Walker actually, dude, surprisingly, he ended up getting blown up, but he hit the Toronto Blue Jays for like 4.5 innings in the last game, dude.
Well, that must have been his one gym, because dude is 1-5 with a 7.33 ERA. So he must have got bit by, I don't know.
The Blue Jays went ham on him, dude.
A few teams went ham on him.
Yeah.
Trevor Bauer is 4-1 with a 3.02 ERA. The Indians are 22-25. They're 12-11 on the road. Mariners are 23-24, 11-11 at home.
All right, so taking a look at this, guys, I mean, both teams, the Cleveland Indians, man, let's have a conversation about this team real quick.
Why?
8-2 straight up in the last 10 games, quietly sneaking up the ladder a little bit.
They all shaved their heads. They're on like one of those. They're looking out for somebody. I don't know. Somebody has something wrong. I forget. I don't know what it is, but they're like coming together as a team,
which is always nice,
right? Which is kind of like a tragedy that's going on. I don't know if somebody has cancer or something like that is happening with them, but they are trying to come together in that respect.
Okay, all right. So taking a look at this, guys, I mean, you have to pay a little bit of attention to this Cleveland team. I know they're 3 games under 500, but they've been hitting the ball, man, and they're 4.55 runs a game. They're playing Seattle. Seattle bats do not scare you. Having Walker on the mound, I think they may get a piece of him and do something. But Seattle's 5-2 straight up in the last 7 as well. But I don't see, guys. I know Dan loved Seattle at the beginning of the year. I don't like Seattle other than when King Felix is on the mound. I'll be honest with you. Their bats are not so good. They're less than average. You know what I mean? I have no opinion on this game whatsoever, man. If anything, having Cleveland at a slight dog might be the move. But take a look at that, guys. Do your own homework and let me know what your thoughts are on that. So the next game I got on the ticket, I got the Pittsburgh Pirates coming into the San Diego Padres. Pittsburgh has Laureano on the mound. San Diego has big game James Shields. San Diego minus 115 with an under over 6. What you got there?
Laureano 2-4, 3.86 ERA. The Pirates are 25-22. They are 10-13 on the road. Padres are 23-26, 11-13 at home. Shields is 6-0 with a 3.75 ERA.
Yeah. So, taking a look at this here, man, I'm just trying to get an idea of what I like. Pittsburgh has been playing really, really good ball. Really good. I mean, now they're all of a sudden above 500, I want to say. So let me just pull that up. I love my father to death. I really do. He knows I do a show from 9 to 10, and he wants to call me. I love it, and it's messing up my flow here, and I can't get this up on my phone. So give me 1 second, guys.
Oh, my gosh. Who is Za?
Zay. Yeah.
Zay, the one on the chalkboard.
The one on the right, right?
Green. Oh, my gosh.
Guys, just look at it. If you go on Sports Bettors TV, the Twitter page, just look at the ones that we're favoring, and those are the pictures we're talking about.
Wow.
Yes, that's insane, dude. Nice pair of leggings there. Let's see.
Forget it. I just be like, honey, here's a check for half of the stuff. Here's half of this stuff. I'm gonna be over here.
Big Game Shields is 6-0 at a 3.75 ERA, dude. You know, it's amazing what the San Diego Padres want to do for him and what they don't want to do for Despaigne. Despaigne gets no runs for, in 3 games, dude. They laid goose eggs, man, for Despaigne. And then for Big Game Shields, you want to have a 3.75 ERA, and they want to hit the ball. Pittsburgh is 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games. Let's see. San Diego, 4-9 straight up in the last 13 games. San Diego, 1-6 straight up in the last 7 at home. Guys, this Pittsburgh team, you got to pay attention to them. They're 3 games over 500 now. I don't have any opinion whatsoever. Big Game Shields should be able to shut it down like they normally do, but you never know. And I would not even think about betting against Pittsburgh these days. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
I'm good with that. Final game we got on the ticket, guys. We've got the Atlanta Braves coming into the San Francisco Giants. ATL has, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, and I'm not even going to begin to. It's spelled FOLTYNEWICC.
That's my dude.
That's your dude. Fultinoix, or whatever the hell you call it. I got to watch the game and actually get the proper pronunciation there.
Mixoplex.
Yeah, Mixoplex.
If you say his name backwards, he goes back. It's Superman, one of Superman's arch villains.
San Francisco has Tim Hudson on the mound. San Francisco minus 150 with an under-over of 7. What you got there?
I'm pulling it up because it just disappeared. There we go. It is my boy Folly is 3-1 with a 4.29 ERA. The Braves are 23-24, 11-14. These guys make me laugh because I think it was Yado. Somebody said, "I love the dream," talking about my man, and they can't pronounce his name. And every time I get ready to say that, I start cracking up thinking about that comment that he tweeted out. Tim Hudson is 2-4 with a 5.04 ERA. The Giants are 29-20, 15-9 at home. And you know what? The Giants obliterated the Braves last night. I don't see why they don't do it again. This would have been a great, probably, series wagers, and we got to start getting back into that. I am probably going to start getting invested in these series plays in the very near future, as that's the way I'm going to start trying to get involved with this baseball.
All right, sounds good. So going back to that, and I have one little subject on my brain, guys, but real quick. So San Francisco, this Atlanta team is pesky, though. You know what I mean? They beat Greinke the other night. You know what I'm saying? Like, just when you think, San Francisco is just going to go and lay the smackdown on them. I mean, you got Tim Hudson on the mound. It's got a 2-4 record with over 5 ERA. Atlanta 6-13 in the last 19 games on the road. I get it. And San Francisco, one of the hottest teams in baseball right now, 12-2 straight up in the last 14 games, man. Let's see. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I mean, if you look at it, your intuition would tell you to take the San Francisco Giants, but I'm going to fall back from it. And Mr. Scott Weaver, thank you very much for that photo. I appreciate that.
The one on the board, that was today's winner.
That's today's winner. Yo, that's what we need to do on Fridays. How about that? all right, guys. Freaky Fridays. How about that? Send us all the dopest photos that you can find.
That is today's win. That
who's the winner? Who's the winner? Who sent it to you?
Zah sent it.
Zay, is it Zay or Zah? Z-E. That's his
I don't
name.
know who it is, but I know that is the winner today.
All right. So, guys, every Friday we're gonna do we're doing a little poll here on all the female photos that come in, and we're gonna announce the winner at the end of the show. But Zay, you are the winner. Guys, go follow my boy. That's a free plug for you, kid. He is on Twitter. It's ZE. What's his handle? It's
Savior based. Yeah, Savior.
SAVIORBASED. Good looking on the one on the chalkboard, brother.
I just am now following you. As you got a bit of my taste all over you.
Yes. So speaking of that, guys, all right, so Dream, we have a little, now, we're doing big things over here.
No doubt.
And there's a lot of different things that we have on the agenda, guys. We are making some serious moves to take this whole show to another level, and football season, man, forget it. But I think we have I know, we've been doing some negotiations with the brides as far as, vacations and, going out for work out of town and stuff like that. But
you're not coming.
I know, but we need
in case I pop into that girl at the chalkboard.
We need to negotiate the SBTV girls. I think we need to bring in once we get the apparel line out there, we need to bring in the SBTV girls. So we need to negotiate that and just kind of just let them know that, hey, it's all fun here, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So, guys, if you have anything like the girl on the chalkboard that wants to, get down with the SBTV leggings and, the whole package here, hit us up on Twitter and let us know what your thoughts are there. But
even if you know anything like the girl on the chalkboard, hit us up.
Yes, definitely.
Oh my God!
Wow, unbelievable. So I'm gonna have to go get my bride some flowers. Take her out to dinner and just kind of have the conversation because it is a male audience. You know what I'm saying? So we need to, we need to kind of shake things up a little bit. But it's pronounced Dream. It's pronounced Zay, Z-A-Y.
Yep, I know. I saw.
Okay, all right,
I'm trying to get his phone number right now.
Oh man, big show today, guys. A lot of fun. A lot of excitement, you know what I mean? And like I always say, listen, this is a show, you know what I'm saying? We could sit on here and I could talk to you about the batting average of every single player on every single respective team, and I could tell you about their manager record and, what the manager's having for dinner that night, and, maybe the next day he's going to have the runs and he's not going to manage well.
But we'd much rather talk about the girl at the chalkboard. I think you guys would much rather hear about that. So.
The Chicago Cubs, when the field is, when the wind is blowing 16 miles an hour towards left field, they have a 8-2 record, or blah 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 blah. Listen, you know what? At the end of the day, we're here to have fun. Last I checked, too, my record was 69% in the MLBs. I'm just saying, and that's documented on Capper Tech. I looked at it yesterday. 69%, Dream.
That's nice.
Not
brother.
bad.
That is very
not
nice.
bad. So, hey, you know what? Sometimes. Let me tell you something. I encourage homework. I really do. And, guys, you have to do your own homework. But at the end of the day, sometimes when you do too much, you're going to second and third and fourth guess yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, no, at the end of the day, realistically, how many times have you done that, Dream? You know what I mean? So I'm encouraging homework to death. But at the end of the day, guys, we're here to have fun and have excitement, and you know what? And promote my boy Zay for hooking us up with that today. So, guys, all right, Dream. So, there's some more. Thank you very much for the.
Those ones are a little bit on the sloppy side. Those ones, you might need to get them to the gym.
All right. All right, so I am feeling today, and guys, I have.
Now, who watches the girls softball?
No, the girls volleyball with the shorts. That's the best.
No, I love the volleyball too, but it's not volleyball season right now. It starts up here a little bit. The softball, they're doing the college softball jammies right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha.
And the pitcher, as she does that twerking motion and throws the ball.
Yes.
I caught my 7-year-old the other day watching. I'm like, what are you watching? It's like, I'm watching the softball. You know, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking something crazy, but he was really looking at how the pitcher threw the ball. And I was thinking, damn, well, look at her. He's like, yeah, I know, look at her motion. I'm like, yeah, I am.
Definitely, man. Definitely. So, guys, I'm looking at the New York Mets with Mr. Matt Harvey on the mound, and I'm looking at the Philadelphia Phillies with Mr. Cole Hamels on the mound. I'm thinking about doing a 2-team parlay. If I put that together, it probably pays 150 to 160. I don't have the exact odds. I can punch it in and see what it pays if you just give me a minute. But, Dream, who do you got to shout out, and what do you got to plug, and where is your money today? I know you've said it 100 times today, but why don't you
guys,
enlighten the audience?
I can't tell you a bigger, better situation. You got one team in the Lions' Den tonight. If they lose, they're done for the season. All of their hard work, all of their lives, they want to move to the next level. They go to play on the biggest stage in the world in hockey, to play for the Stanley Cup itself. It is the New York Rangers. The crowd won't be more electric than I am. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be crazy. Maybe even the girl on the chalkboard or whatever she's drawing on, she might be there in the audience tonight. So who knows? They'll go even extra hard for that. Get on the Rangers tonight, guys. I'm rooting for them. You know, I got a lot of money invested in them. If they win, Daddy is going to get paid. I'd love to have all the nation on board with me. Hopefully we can get through this and get this win and lock it down. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm on today. It's just one play. I'm not going to dilute it with anything else. That's where all my energy is going to be at for the day. I want to thank everybody that's involved in retweeting the show. All our guys that are looking out for us this morning. My man Yato, my man Zay. Zay right now is my boy. The Kid Picks is out there. Rick Lopez, Ben, G. Rose, Vegas Girl 92661, Cash Action Bets. My man Josie, Beyond the Bets, Direct Sports Solution, Chai Picks, Betting Beats, the Capper Zone as well. Let's see, who else do I have out here? I've got, hold on. Here we go. Getting to more. Sonny's Home Run Cards, Beyond the Best, Direct Sports Solutions. I already said that. Dave Wood from $, Young Winners out there. Jay Snyder, Yato, Jay Cass, Philly Picks, Matt Sportier, Kermit the Frog, Deeks Picks, Winning Picks, Sports the Gin, Uncle Louis Fury, my boy Scott Weaver, the Almighty Wise is out there. Cody Davis, Sir Mata, TNT Picks, Rainmaker 512, Strock Guzzi, Curry Go, Steve O, Sir Mata, Joey, Alejandro Yebs, Song Ski, Mr. Solutions, Chai Gorilla, Irvin, T.Y., Randy Lockhart, Sin City Maverick, OJFB, Alex Van Schneider, AZ Wildcat 83, Almighty Kev, the First Lady of the Fake Fam, Deuce, Louis Barrios, Mr. Solutions, Golf Addict, Gippa 82, the Capper Zone, Clown Man Swag, LV White Shark, Average Joe Punter, and so many more. Guys, I can't forget my boy James Harrelson as well. Guys, I am the Dream. Always remember who you're with. Please get on the Rangers game with me tonight. I think it will come in cash. I think you'll definitely get this money tonight, as I think the Rangers move on. I am not going to guarantee it or lock it down, but I am pretty confident, and I have quite a bit of money invested in it. Guys, I am the Dream. Always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day, as you cannot get this time back.
I'm going to get on the Rangers with you, dude.
Good.
Yeah, I'm going to get on it. I'm going to get on it before the game and then take a look at it and see if I need to get out or not. But anyway, hey, man, you know what? Great show today. A lot of fun, guys. We are Sports Bettors TV. Happy Friday to you. We hope you enjoy your day and your weekend. We'll be back at it tomorrow at 10 a.m. We got to discuss that, Dream, because Dr. Dan is off. So we got to have a conversation about that. And, guys, we are Sports Bettors TV. We are the biggest show in the world on 7 days a week, non-stop, 9 a.m. during the week, 10 a.m. on the weekends. Having an absolute blast. SportsBettorsTV.com. Take a look at it. All the best lines, all the best futures are there. All our podcasts, all our videos, the whole package. We love you to death. Go out there. Go easy. Do your own homework. Bet your own plays and get that money. Take care.